Hello, I'm Steve Jackson with Imprintables Warehouse, and I'd like to welcome you to the Roland VersaCAMM training DVD. We've brought you on location to the same place that we do all our hands-on training so you can get a feel for the real working environment and what it would be like to be a part of this class. Throughout this DVD, we're going to show you all the tips, tricks, and techniques that you'll need to use to be able to produce all the wonderful products you can from this machine to enhance your products to customers and give your business that extra edge that it needs.
So I originally attended the class because we wanted to expand our business. I have a custom embroidery business and I wanted to expand to making signs and also being able to do heat transfer on garments. We purchased a VS540 machine through Steven and Imprintables. I knew nothing about graphics on CorelDRAW. I didn't know how to use the program. I didn't know what color management meant, and I didn't know the simplest of things. And after the class, I feel like I became a very good user in both being able to do graphics on CorelDRAW and being able to print to the best of the abilities of the machine. I would definitely recommend the class to anybody that would like to use it, and I think that Steven's teaching is very much invaluable and can help anyone grow their business and maximize the capabilities of not only themselves but also of their machine.
Hi, my name is John and I'm the owner of a company called VictoryWorks. At VictoryWorks, we specialize in high-performance custom sports decals as well as many other specialty graphic products. We work very closely with schools, teams, leagues, tournaments, sports events, sports boosters, and many, many businesses. We also create high-impact, high-performance custom helmet decals as well as full-blown helmet wraps for high-impact sports like football, ice hockey, and lacrosse. At any rate, I'm not here today to talk about my business. I'm here today to talk about yours. I can only assume, since you're watching this video, that you must be in the process of considering purchasing a Roland VersaCAMM digital printer. Or perhaps you've already purchased one, it's been installed, and now you're trying to figure out all of its capabilities and uses and how to use it properly. Well, I can tell you, when we went through this process, the single best investment that we made, aside from hooking up with our friends at Imprintables Warehouse, we enrolled in their 2-day hands-on VersaCAMM training class hosted by Steve Jackson, also of Imprintables Warehouse, and hosted directly at his shop up in Albany, New York. I can tell you without a doubt, we learned a great deal in those 2 days about the machine, about the variety of products that you can produce on the machine, how to properly maintain it, and a whole slew of other great information. Steve is truly a very personable, friendly person who is also a good trainer. I mean, there's a lot of information that he'll cover in 2 days, probably more than a person can actually retain, at least more than I know I can retain. I still walked away with more confidence in understanding the Roland VersaCAMM and its many versatile capabilities than I would have if I had tried to stay home and read through the manual or search for random YouTube videos. He'll take you through the basics of color management, as you can see in the background there. That's just a VersaCAMM color chart that I printed that helps us make sure that we can nail the colors for our clients. He'll take you through the general operation of the machine, the regular maintenance that's required, which is, by the way, very easy. He'll take you through some real-life applications during the 2 days. You'll actually print on heat transfer material and you'll apply it to a t-shirt or two. You'll print on canvas and learn how to wrap it onto stretcher bars. You'll print wall graphic material and he'll teach you how to actually apply that to a wall. It takes a little bit of practice. In fact, everything you do with a Roland VersaCAMM is going to take a little bit of practice. But I can honestly say, without spending those 2 days in Steve's shop and learning directly from Steve, it would have taken us a lot more time and trouble, and we probably would have wasted a lot of time and testing on materials. So do yourself a favor, highly consider it. I think it's a great training class, and in addition, you'll learn a little bit more about an online community called My VersaCAMM, which is a handful of really friendly, helpful Roland users. And if you ever have any question, Steve is online to answer them, and so are a variety of other experienced users. So Do yourself a favor. Consider taking the 2-day hands-on training class. You won't regret it. Thanks a lot and good luck. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye.
Hey there, it's Matt with the Decal World. Just finished our VersaCAMM training with Steve Jackson up here for Imprintables. Great class. If you have any questions about anything VersaCAMM, make sure to visit the VersaCAMM website. Great forum there to answer any questions that you have. If you haven't been to this training, whether you have a VersaCAMM or not, you need to come up to this training. You'll learn a lot. Can't wait to get back to the shop and use some of the skills that we learned here during this 2-day training, and some awesome stuff. If you have any questions, make sure to contact Steve. He'll take care of you.
Hey Rob, can I bother you a minute?
Yeah.
Stephen Jackson from Imprintables Warehouse just emailed us and wanted some information that he can use as a promotion piece for the training classes that he does at Imprintables Warehouse for people who buy VersaCAMMs.
Neat idea.
Yeah, so he's got some questions here. Is it okay if I bother you? Do you need to be monitoring this?
No.
Okay.
I was just getting ready to walk away from it anyways.
All right. So his first question was, why did you attend the class after we bought the VersaCAMM?
Anytime we buy something like this, I feel more comfortable taking a training class after we've used it for several months. So I have more questions on the software that comes with it, the maintenance of the machine, and how to keep that machine running at its best.
Okay, so we chose to go to the class 3 months after we got this machine in October of 2012.
That is correct.
You feel you were more comfortable going to the class after you had had time to play with the equipment?
Most definitely. I actually was more familiar with where some of the settings were within VersaWorks, so I knew what questions to ask on what this setting did versus that setting, and what profiles to use for different solutions that they had.
Okay, Mindsight Graphics has been a textile screen printer, the t-shirt guys, for over 30 years. And we're adding new technology so that we can meet our customers' expectations. We're starting to see a lot of requests for high color count, low quantity decoration of apparel, and that's why we brought this VersaCAMM into our facility. Now, I see from your computer screen that you're printing multiple jobs. Can you tell me how you can get away with doing more than one customer at a time?
That is something I learned at the class on how to nest jobs. And nesting allows you to put multiple images within a smaller space so you don't waste any material around your edges.
So, and that's one of the perceptions that I, as an owner, was worried about, was this substrate, the consumables, can be what appears to be very, very expensive. So we're making sure you get the most out of every square inch of this material.
Correct. And if I don't have something for a paying customer, I'll go ahead and add our logos like I am here for samples on different garments, different substrates like bags, tote bags, or maybe even portfolios.
Portfolio. So those are all our different substrates. But you're talking about samples. Are samples important to how we use the VersaCAMM?
Yes. That is something that Stephen goes over in the class in depth, same as pricing. It's not just how to use the machine, it's also how to sell the product with the machine.
Well, I, as an owner, really appreciate that because I'm making a significant investment not only in the equipment, but the time and the space and the resources that we devote to it. So you went to class and learned more than just maintenance and putting an ink cartridge in. You learned how to create samples and how to sell?
Correct. And how to price it correctly. You don't just price it by what you see. You have to understand wherever rollers are and things like that, that's waste. You have to factor that into it. Time isn't nearly as important with this type of machine because it can be running while you're off doing something else, like doing screen work if you're a screen printer.
So we're a screen printer. Can you give me an example of why we would use VersaCAMM type decoration rather than screen print? We're screen printers after all.
Well, I'll take for instance, a couple weeks ago, a volleyball team came in. They wanted their jerseys done, and it's a very high stretch material. It's very hard to decorate on. They actually have a solution that stretches with the material, prints very nicely, and looks nice on the garment. And while we were at class, Stephen said, when you do jobs like that, go ahead and throw in a window decal.
Oh, more samples. That's great. Something else I heard you talking about was something you call variable data.
That's one thing I really loved at the class. You could sit there and take one logo, like we did for when we did our training event, and I personalized each one, and all it was just import an Excel spreadsheet, hit print, and it printed out a logo with their names in 12 times.
Okay, and to summarize what we're talking about here, you feel like it was worth going once. Would it be worth going to the class again?
Most definitely. I would love to take a refresher course of the same course, just to get more in-depth knowledge. Or if it offered an advanced class, I would love to take that.
Well, that's great. Stephen, I hope that answered some of your questions about Mind's Eye Graphics and how we use the VersaCAMM, what Rob Kennecke got from attending your class, and why we made the decision to add this decoration to our screen printing operation. Thanks, Steve. Good luck.
Hi, my name is Dennis Stunning. My wife Vicki and I own and operate Embroidery Designs. From 1993 through 2010, we only offered machine embroidery. In 2010, we decided to expand our business and bought this 54-inch Roland VersaCAMM printer cutter. Since we had no experience with a printer cutter or the software to run it, we decided to take the 2-day training class offered by Imprintables Warehouse. What the training class offered that no training video or manual could was the opportunity to work with a printer cutter and associated equipment. That gave us a lot more confidence when we had to do work for clients. During the class, we printed on various media, used a heat press to apply the media to apparel, and used a laminator to apply overlaminate to vinyl, something very useful for signs and decals displayed outdoors. Both Vicki and I learned a lot about how to operate our printer cutter during the class, and as importantly, how to maintain it. Our instructor, Stephen Jackson, was entertaining, friendly, very knowledgeable, and well organized. We would recommend the 2-day training class without reservation.
Hello, my name is Keith Garrier from Pen Reader Embroidery and T-shirts, penreader.com. I thought this class was very interesting. Steve has a wealth of knowledge about the rolling systems and even the software. He shows you the in and out thoroughly of how this software works with the machine. Now, I'm a Mamaki user. I'm the lone wolf here in the class only. What happened to me, my guy, he came out for the 2 days of training. Now, my problem is, how much do you really retain the 2 days when you have a wealth of knowledge to learn how your machine works? Well, with this class here, Steve, he goes very, very into depth of what you need to know about the software. I mean, every button inside of the VersaCAMM software. And then along with that, he's giving you tons of examples to use with your machine. So, in my opinion, this class is a wealth of knowledge. Not only do you see your machine and your software more in depth, you're actually printing stuff at the same time with your materials and using 1,000 of examples in the whole sign industry. This guy has a wealth of knowledge. I encourage anyone to take this class, and good luck to all.
Hello, my name is Bob Maggio from Vinyl and Air in Chelmsford, Mass. Stephen Jackson had asked some of his past students to take a little time and talk about the VersaCAMM training class. I thought about it for a while, and I thought that I'd give you 10 reasons why you should take the class. If you have ever tried to print more than 20, 30, 40 decals at a time and wonder why they started out great and ended up lousy, you need to take this class. If you ever tried to print, then laminate, then cut anything, you need to take this class. If you ever asked, what is a cut or perf cut contour and how do I get one, you need to take this class. If you ever wonder why what you see on your computer screen is not what comes out of your printer, you need to take this class. If you think that dots are candy, pixels are fairies, and resolution is something that you make on New Year's Eve, you need to take this class. If you have a customer that would like something on a shirt, a hat, a floor, a truck, and a canvas bag, you need to take this class. If you want to meet and network with like-minded people and learn about things that work, and more importantly, things that don't work. You need to take this class. If you want to be taught by someone who knows the equipment, knows the business, and is willing to help you be successful, then you need to take this class. And if you want to learn how to get the most out of your investment in the VersaCAMM, you need to take this class. Those are my 10 reasons. Hope they help. Thank you.
A lot of different things we've gone over in the course of this DVD. We've covered the basics of VersaWorks, we've gone through some of the graphic software, and we've done a lot with the different products. I've got everything from heat transfer, canvas wrap, we've done the banner, we've done some of the perforated decals, we've talked about color management, so many of these projects and products that you can add to your shop just with one machine, the Roland VersaCAMM. Don't forget about the media sample books, being able to show your customer the different items in there and being able to get a better handle on how to sell it. Talk about pricing and everything else, so many topics within here. This DVD doesn't cover all of the topics that we could. I could make 3 more DVDs to get all of the information out there to you. There are hands-on classes, which was the basis for this. We have the basic course. Hopefully in the near future we'll have an advanced course. We have vehicle wrap courses, and we offer these in multiple locations for all of them. Please make sure you check it out. Become a member of myversacam.com so that you can get a lot of this information and keep up on the forums where you can help each other out. And come back to Imprintables Warehouse for all your supplies and needs. Remember, Imprintables Warehouse, we show you how. Thanks for joining me on the DVD in this training, and hope to see you on the next one.